Imagine you are this poor soul lying in a hospital bed, which is just seconds away from dying, and you die. But fate gives you a second chance and you wake up in another world. The first thing you see is a beautiful girl above you. Here you are given the power of a god and a harem of beautiful girls. But there is a price to pay. If you get an erection, you die. The story tells of the fall of a strange meteorite. Inside it was invading alien life called predators. They hunted humans and in a few years they wiped out almost the entire island. The meteorite not only brought catastrophe to humanity, it also forced it to evolve. Someone named Ming stood out. He was the celestial emperor, who was the most powerful when humanity evolved. He became the leader of the human world to fight the predators. Ming gathered the 72 heavenly guards to form the last refuge of humanity, called the Heavenly Court. But peace never lasts long and, in a fierce battle against predators, Ming disappeared. In another scene, on a hospital gurney, is our protagonist, who is on his deathbed. Because his whole body is paralyzed, only his brain worked. He had been hospitalized for more than 3 years. The only thing that accompanies him is the hospital television and listening to the sobs of his mother. In one scene we see that the doctor tells him that his son has little time left, since his respiratory system is failing. At any moment he can collapse and die. When it finally comes, he will not know what to do, and in that instant he dies. Seconds later he begins to hear a voice calling him master and asking him to wake up. He could not die here. When he opens his eyes, he is surprised to feel his hands. It was impossible since he had paralysis. He also realizes that there is a girl on top of him. He asks who she is. The girl tells him her name is Xiao Pinger and informs him that she will be his bodyguard. Our protagonist, confused, asks her why she is dressed like that, and on top of him, blushing, he tells her that he is an 18-year-old teenager and if she is dressed like that, he might have a bad reaction. Seeing the girl, his body reacts and his third leg wakes up, but it hurts a lot. He realizes that it is not a good idea for that to happen, as he feels he might die from the pain. He wonders why his crotch hurts so much. He thought he was dreaming, but after feeling such pain, he realizes that no. Xiao tells our protagonist that he was summoned to this world to be the heir to the throne of the Heavenly Court, chosen by Ming. Xiao tells our prota that he is the only person who can save humanity. The prota does not believe him and says that all this is science fiction, to which Xiao, to show him that it is true, bites his thumb until he bleeds, feeling the fresh blood. The predators approach and she tells him that with this he will understand. Just then, the predators arrive. Our prota is shocked as there are dozens of predators. He asks Xiao if these are the predators she was talking about. She tells him yes and also informs him that the Heavenly Court is the only place where there are humans. The rest of the world is full of predators. Our prota, serious, admits that he now believes him and, bravely, tells him to escape. He was going to distract them. Xiao asks our prota if he was not afraid. He is clearly scared to death, but, as she is a beautiful girl, he has to protect her. Xiao, smiling, walks away and leaves our prota alone with the predators. Our prota's plan is to run as fast as possible, but the predators are very fast. Our prota is scared to death, but a voice inside him tells him not to be afraid and the spirit of Ming appears inside his head. Xiao, from the sky, looks at our prota and prays for our prota to release the ultra-rare power called infinite darkness. Our protagonist was covered by dozens of predators, but a violet light begins to burst out and fiercely repels all the predators. In the center, we see our protagonist surrounded by a violet aura. He sees the power around his body and wonders if this is how he feels reborn. As he destroys all the predators, they release an energy that is absorbed by his body, becoming stronger. Xiao tells him not to worry. What he feels is the power of the master. She explains that infinite darkness can absorb energies and also steal power from others. The prota tells him that stealing powers sounds a bit despicable. Our prota, now calmed down, wonders if his illness is cured by these new powers. At this, Xiao tells our prota to go back to the Heavenly Court and inherit the throne that is rightfully his. Our prota tells him that he is not interested, but in the end, with a little force, they convince our protagonist and we see how they reach the Heavenly Court. Upon arrival, the prota tells Xiao that they don't even have a door. Don't tell me we are going to climb. Xiao tells him that it is a security system. He was not to worry, only the residents of the court can open. As the door opens, the system greets Xiao and we learn that she is a high-class resident of the Heavenly Court. Upon entering inside the Celestial Court, the protagonist is surprised. Since outside is all forest and chaos, but inside here is a completely modern civilization. The girl tells him that all this is thanks to the celestial guards, since the entire celestial court is in the center of a massive abyss. The guards take turns guarding each of the 12 entrances. Each of these beings are the elite of the elite, divided into 5 levels: A, B, C, D, and S, which is the highest rank. As this one enters, a celestial guard reprimands Zhao. As he left without warning, this celestial guard is level C, named Tianmeng Zhang. Zhao tells him that she was just looking for clues of Master Ming Long. The people around murmurs why she is still looking for him even though he died long ago. The guard, smiling, tells her that Ming Long died 3 years ago. If she is lucky, she will only find a corpse. Everyone laughs at Zhao. Everyone criticized Zhao for still looking for a dead man. The guards had told her many times that Master Ming Long was killed in action, but she didn't accept it. This upsets our prota quite a bit, and he tells Tianmeng how dare he bully a little girl. He asks them if they are not embarrassed. Our protagonist prepares himself. The guard, angry, launches a fierce attack on him while telling him that he does not welcome outsiders. The attack breaks the ground. The protagonist manages to dodge it, feeling lighter and stronger after absorbing the energy of the predators. Other people attack the protagonist for attacking the guard, but Zhao uses a gravity ability that makes all the people collapse to the ground. This does not affect the guard and he attacks our protagonist again. He does not retreat and also attacks, exploding the ground around him. A purple aura begins to appear while the guard, surprised, wonders what it is. Our prota smiles and begins to absorb the guard's spirit, thus stealing his life energy. Everyone, upon seeing this, is surprised, even Zhao. She thought that he still could not activate his power at his own will. In another part of the kingdom we are introduced to one of the heavenly guards, who is Count Dracula, and his servant, who is guard number 3 called Yuwu, also known as the Nine-Tailed Fox. We are shown Count Dracula, a celestial guard of level S. This one says he feels the energy of Ming Long. Changing scenes, we can see the guard from before almost dead. He asks with fear if that was the power of Ming Long. After winning their first fight, our protagonist and Zhao go to get something to eat. All the people turn away scared, as that boy had defeated a C-level guard with ease. Suddenly, in front of our prota, appears a pretty girl named Koto Nakazawa, better known as the Death of 1,000 Cuts. This, Sirius, asks Zhao if someone is bothering her. We are also introduced to another waifu named Xianli, which was an investigator. These two waifus were close friends with Zhao, who is hugging the protagonist and calling him master. They ask him why she calls that boy master. Zhao tells them that he is Xiaobai Su, and he is the bearer of the power of infinite darkness. He is the heir of Master Ming Long. Both girls, upon hearing such a thing, are surprised, since they swore to protect anyone who carries the power of Ming Long. Which means that they are going to serve our protagonist and become his bodyguards, even do everything that the protagonist orders. Our prota is surprised to hear that Zhao proclaims him as his new master. Our prota together with Long Ming's disciples had gone to his house. He was hungry although Zhao saw him with tenderness. Seeing the behavior of our prota Koto was somewhat disappointed because he didn't know why Long Ming had given him the infinite darkness. But if our prota failed he would make him pay. If our prota wanted to be called master he has to fulfill the wishes of Master Long Ming, take the throne of the heavenly court and eradicate all the predators. Our prota had started to exercise. He was a little upset since he had come to this world. Everyone wanted him to become the new celestial emperor. He did not know why it was so important. Suddenly a voice tells him of course he will become the next emperor. Our prota turns around and is surprised by what he sees. It was Ming Long, the celestial emperor. He points at him confused. He is not supposed to be dead. Ming Long confirms it. His body had died, however his soul survived, although his incorporeal form was very weak. Besides our prota nobody could see him. Our prota with suspicion tells him that he put a great effort in bringing him to this world. He even injected part of his soul into his body. You are not planning to take my body. Ming Long says this while they both look each other in the eyes. But Ming Long tells him that he has no interest in such things. He will give you unparalleled power, unimaginable wealth, and unmatched authority in exchange for you taking the throne of the heavenly court and finding out who is behind his assassination 3 years ago. Our prota looks at him seriously. but then refuses. Ming Ling tells him that to his misfortune our Prota is not in a position to refuse. Our Prota knows, since he brought him into this world he knew that he would have some way for him to fulfill his orders, so what is the bargaining chip? Ming Wang tells him that in the end he was smarter than he looks. He tells him that he put a seal on it. Only when you fulfill his wishes can the seal be broken. As long as the seal is there, every time you have an erection you will suffer unbearable pain and you will wish you were dead. For the rest of your life you will be a virgin and will not enjoy the pleasures of this world, among other things. After they mentally tortured our protagonist for 10 minutes, he tells him that he did not expect the Heavenly Emperor to use such dishonorable ways to threaten him, but Ming Wang tells him that it is just a precaution. Our Prota asks why he was the chosen one. Before this he was a normal person. Ming Wang knew that he was right. In his past life he was a sick boy mistreated by his strange disease, but that was perfect for the infinite darkness. A boy with a great desire to live would do anything for a second chance. Our Prota thanks him for giving him a second chance. However, he was a living person, not a tool for his personal revenge. Ming Wang smiles. He had underestimated our Prota was a little smart. Up on the roof of the house, there was Kodo, who had heard all the talk of our Prota. Although she thought he was talking to himself, our Prota thinks about the seal. He probably wakes up with pain every morning and more now in a house full of girls. Someone opens the door and walks towards the protagonist. This person points a gun towards our Prota while he wakes up. Apparently it was a girl, and very angry asks our Prota if he was the heir of the infinite darkness. Did you like the video, people? If you want a second part, support the video by leaving your like. See you later, family.